Hello everyone. Today we're going to go over our data search feature that we have recently introduced. So in order to access this, go to your dashboard and click on data search. So what this will do is it will bring up a grid full of data, and this represents all the predictions, historical predictions that our system has made in the past, allowing you to query individual fields and find out the data that's most relevant to you. So let's get started. The first thing you'll see is if you need to actually query, everything you need to query is actually in this top header. That's where you perform your search. So for example, you can search by date. I can enter, for example, July 11, and if I don't put an end date, it will be all the predictions that happened after July 11 up until now. You can also query by ticker, and you can enter multiple tickers. For example, I can enter American Airlines, Microsoft, Amazon. So now all the rows here that you see are all going to be only for these tickers that we've entered here. You can also query by name, also by close price, and any numerical value. You can enter a minimum value and a maximum value. So for example, if I want all the close prices that had a minimum of 130, for example, and the max of, let's say 130, let's say 150. Obviously, we only have one value that meets this condition. We can make it 160, or we can even reduce this. So you can enter a minimum and a maximum value. Again, if you don't enter a max value, it's everything, above the minimum value. You can even query by the prediction, the price prediction. Also, you can even query on the daily return, or actually any return value you're interested in. That means that return values, for example, if I pick one here, 0 to 1 is the range for return values. That means 1 equals 100%. So if we're interested for daily returns, so let me remove these. So for example, let's find all the returns that were 5% or more. Okay, and we can even put let's see 10%. So if you see here, these are the tickers that had a daily return of more than 10%, and these are the dates. Obviously, we have bounded our date by July 11. So if I remove this, now we have all the returns that were 10% or more historically. And the other thing to keep in mind is that we have what's here a daily percent delta. The daily percent delta indicates how close our prediction is to the close price. The smaller the value, the closer the prediction to the close price. This value is always positive. There's no negative values for this, because it just measures how close the prediction is to the close price. So for example, and this is actually queried by percentage. That means a value of 0.01 means that the prediction was close within 1%. So if I put here 0.01 and a max value, let's say we put 0.03. So here what we get, 0.04, what we get here is all the predictions that were close from 1% to 4%. We can see them. And the reason these percent delta columns are very important is because it allows you to identify the tickers that our model did very good at and what dates those were. And obviously here we have the daily percent delta, and but that's not the only period. We also have the weekly percent delta, or even the monthly percent delta if you have our advanced plan. You can see this here. Even 3 month, all the periods have their own percent delta column. You can see this all here. So that's how this works. You enter your any numeric value is actually, if you only enter a minimum value, you can actually get the values that are minimum that or above. Now, another thing you will notice here is this checkbox here called Align Predictions. Now, what that does is it aligns all our predictions into the same date. So that way you can compare the predictions against a single close price. So what that means is, now when you click this, what's going to happen now is that you will get, for example, you have the close price. Let's pick a ticker here to make it more clear. Okay. Now, Apple here had a value, a close price on July 29 of 162.51. Okay. We had a daily price prediction of 158.63. This was the daily price prediction. Now you can also now see what the weekly price prediction was like a week ago for that date. That's what this align prediction does. You're effectively aligning all these periods to the same date, allowing you to compare the predictions to the close price. For example, here we have the 3 month price prediction was 178.13, which was made 3 months ago. And obviously you can still query against the percent deltas here, allowing you to narrow into the data and tickers most relevant to you. Another thing to keep in mind is we have also, you can even sort by tickers, but you can even perform a multi-sort. And what is a multi-sort? A multi-sort effectively allows you to sort against multiple columns. And you do this by pressing the Shift key as you sort against different columns. So let's take, for example, I'm going to sort by these dates. Okay. Now I'm pressing Shift and I'm sorting against the ticker. Okay, you see, so we still maintain this sorting of the date, as we sort against the ticker. Then we can also let's say, sort against the close price. Again, this is actually useful if you want to sort against multiple columns without removing the previous sort order that you did on a previous column. And underneath here at the very bottom, you have the ability to select how many data each page has. So, you know, because there's so much data, everything is happening and everything is paginated. And you can, on each page, you can view up to 100 data, and you can keep moving ahead so you can find any relevant data you want. We also have this reset all filters, and that's, you press this when you have a lot of filters in the top and you just want to reset everything and start from scratch. So if I reset them, it just resets everything. And I'm going to unclick the align predictions. So this is it. I hope you guys find this tool useful. It's been requested multiple times. So this will allow you to go through our historical predictions, search for tickers, search for predictions, search for the closest predictions, and allow you to devise your own trading strategy. Thank you.